Good morning, Mr. Utech.
Morning, Mr. K. How are you?
Hey, I'll tell you what, I can barely hear you with that mask on. You're going to have to speak up.
Oh, I can try and speak up. Can you hear me now?
A little better.
Well, wait. But why are we wearing these? I know we're supposed to social distance right now, but aren't we on technology?
Well, but we might catch a virus over the internet.
I don't think that's how viruses work on the internet.
You're probably right.
That is so much better.
Oh, okay. I can actually hear you now.
Yeah. Well, you can hear my beautiful voice.
Awesome.
Well, I gotta say, after last week, seeing these amazing designs that were presented on Spark Tank, these kids really have some big ideas.
Yeah, that was no. I tell you what, some of this. It's crazy. I've had a couple of kids who actually made their phone case. I had one of them made a phone case and it actually fits on his phone. It's the coolest thing. And another one come up with putting a Swiss Army knife and a pop socket and actually had it and was showing it off in her little video.
Oh my gosh, that's so cool.
Yeah, no, it's good stuff.
Now, a couple of my kids came up with some cool designs too. I had one kid that came up with the idea for a printer on the back of the phone case.
Like printing out paper?
Yeah, like receipt paper or printing on paper. It was a really cool idea. Imagine not having to worry about waiting for a printer.
Hey, I'll tell you what, that'd be great in the business world.
No joke. Huge untapped market there, especially since nobody would ever have to carry around business cards anymore. Here, let me print you a business card. On top of that, Miss Nance Mannon's class is doing this too. And it is so cool. She actually had a kid, first day, who ended up submitting a Tinkercad fully dimension sketched life-size phone case.
So it means it can be printed out.
I mean, it's got to be 3D printed, right?
Absolutely.
I mean, yeah. And it had a fold-out Swiss Army knife on the bottom. People are liking this Swiss Army knife thing.
It's kind of cool stuff.
Yeah. So I think we've had some cool design. I also gotta mention one more. This was really cool. Somebody actually brought up the idea of having headphones and a battery charger on the back of the case.
Yeah, I had a lot of those too.
Like that's
idea. I tell you what, I would buy that.
I absolutely would. Like, talk about hitting the huge market. If I'm gonna buy it, I know lots of people will. So, I gotta say, this whole mask thing, these things are a bit of a pain, but at the same time, we gotta use them.
I tell you what, they're starting to make it actually a law that we're gonna have to go around. I mean, we get to go up to the school here pretty soon, and we have to all wear masks. I wonder what it's gonna be like at the beginning of this next year. It's gonna be the same thing, I think.
Probably, but I feel like there's a way we can make this better, and I feel like we have just the people to do it.
You know what? We've got some geniuses out there. I bet you they could come up with some good ideas.
I bet so too. I'm thinking we get the engineers on it.
I like it.
All right, so last time when we did the phones, the first thing that we said is we need them to come up with multiple ideas, like brainstorm, right?
Right, absolutely. So what's going to be the problem? We need to start with what the problem is.
Good idea. Let's see. A way to make masks more functional.
Yeah, because this thing is kind of boring.
Yeah, mine is too. And I left mine in the heat, so mine in the car, so mine kind of like warped. So I look like I've got this weirdly shaped face. It's great. So I'm thinking we want a way to make masks more functional. And I mean, you're gonna have to pardon me, as great as it is, seeing everybody with a mask on, maybe also a bit nicer looking.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah. All right, so there's our problem.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, we want the masks to be more functional.
But they still have to work as a mask.
Yeah, still has to function as a mask, which means it needs to be able to be cleaned or
replaced.
Yeah. All right.
So cleaned or replaced, functional, and multi-purpose, not just a mask.
Yeah. I mean, they did so good with the phone cases. It just makes sense to me. Like, yeah, go for it. I'd love to see what they come up with, and who knows, maybe we'll have to see about making some of them too. So of course the same process. They've got to figure out their purpose. We've got this now. We've got the problem. We got the big ideas. And of course, then they're going to have to go through and brainstorm a few different ideas. And I got to say, somebody mentioned the decision matrix. If you guys happen to know that, that is so cool.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Like there's so many different ways to help you make that decision. Pro-con lists, just going through and doing your Venn diagrams, figuring out what's the best way to do it. I've seen so many different ways that people have been trying to make their decisions based on their brainstorming. So I hope that we can get some cool ones. So we got to brainstorm. What's something else we need to do for this?
And once they have their ideas put together, then they need to sketch it
Yes.
and annotate it.
Well, of course. And I had some beautiful annotations last time. I think that the annotations really made the entire idea. I felt like I had so many inventions sitting in front of me, and some of them were so good. I wanted to file for patents for them, but they weren't my ideas. So anyways, not a big deal. I don't steal students' work. That's ridiculous.
No.
Yeah. They don't know. I mean, right, so we're looking for a hybrid design. We want them to have, you can't forget a name.
Yeah, it's got to have a name.
It's got to have a name. They should have brainstormed, come up with a few ideas. They pick one, they sketch one of their ideas. I'm not going to make them sketch all 5. I did have a couple of students that liked all 5 of their ideas so much, they sketched all 5. That's great. That's awesome. That's above and beyond. And it made me happy. But they really only have to sketch one idea. And that one idea should be multifunctional. It's got to have more than one use, more than one purpose. And I think that'd be fantastic. I can't wait to see what they come up with.
Oh, I know. I think it'll be great. Well, remember, engineers, the instructions will be right in the instructions. And so you'll be able to take a look at them, be able to check off what you need to do. And we expect to see some really cool designs by Friday.
Mm-hmm. And don't forget to check the list of constraints that we're going to post too, because you have to make sure that you follow all of the constraints in order to make sure this is work. It's not going to be a big list, but you need to make sure they're all in mind. All right. Thank you, engineers. Look forward to seeing what you come up with.
So remember, engineers, have a beautiful day.
Make good choices.
That'll work.